Okay, we are back. I'm not done eating my grapes. But we're going on to the winners match. Woohoo! So, DeWalt versus Technics. It is now a best of 3. We have Wind and Cloud, Outsider, and Fighting Spirit, as we had all the other days. And yeah, this is a very interesting result. So, I mean, you know, I would imagine that Technics would have expected to play Eonzorg here in the winners match, maybe prepared his ZVZ a little bit more, and instead he's playing against DeWalt. So let's see if DeWalt can pull off the miracle here and actually 2-0 his group. That would be fantastic. I would be so surprised and yet so giggly at the same time. So let us go straight into game number 1. Okay, at the top left as the white Zerg we have Technics. At the bottom left as the teal Protoss we have DeWalt. And we have lag. Falling out. Get out! Alright, I'm sure they'll figure it out. Yeah, so this is going to be interesting. I'm curious if DeWalt will do the same build he did against Eonzorg, which was the blind 12 next. I mean, Technics went 12 hatch against Wands, so presumably he'll 12 hatch again, and that will actually be safe. But, you know, we'll have to see. Ba-ba-bum. What's he doing? That's a little bit late. That is a very late pylon. What happened there? I guess he was trying to figure out how to make the wall. And then he ended up just making the same one as he made last game. Curious. So, anyway, it looks like no pylon scout, so he is actually going to 12 next again. And he's praying that there will be a 12 hatch, which there will be from Technics. So, so that's good for him. And actually, these spawn locations are exactly the same as he had against Eonzorg, vertical spawns. So far everything is looking the same as his game versus Eonzorg, but we did already see that Technics went for the Hydra Lurker composition compared to Eonzorg, who went for Mutas. And obviously Zealot Archon is not as good against Hydra Lurker as it is against Mutaling. So, excuse me. I'm getting hiccups from the grapes. So it looks like or rather, I'm not sure if that kind of crazy mass Zealot timing will work as well against what Technics does. But, you know, in the early game, Speedlots are still fairly effective against Hydras. So, still definitely do something. So, anyway, it looks like Probe Guy's going to see his Overlord incoming, so he's going to know he's scouting in the correct direction. And he's not going to need a secondary scout. And he's going to send a second probe down here, just to make the gateway. Or the cannon, whichever one he needs. He actually made the gateway straight away. I don't know if his probe is even in range of the hatchery yet. It might have been, but I don't know if he just made it blind, because that would be pretty ballsy. I guess no. I think he must have seen the hatchery and then placed the gateway. I don't think it would make any sense to go blind Nexus Forge cannon, or sorry, Nexus Forge gateway. That's a little bit too risky. You're basically only winning against 12 hatch in that case. And it looks like some drone guys gonna go out. Technics, of course, getting a base at the top right. And everything is all fine and dandy now for Mr. DeWalt. Gonna even do a bit of probe harass. Zap, zap, zap. Or rather, I think the noise is like beep, 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 but whatevs. Anyway, we have the first cannon warping in, and well, we'll have to kill one of his buildings to get out. But if he only makes zealots for like the first 10 minutes, I guess that's not a big deal, because they will be able to get out. And also the probe guy is going to head over here to the third base, and is going to see this hatchery just fine. So, in the meantime, we have the first 2 Zerglings out now, 4 Technics, so you can see really, really late Zerglings, which is what allowed Dwell to get such a late cannon. I mean, the summoning score already on the way for him. Would have been funny if he tried to cannon rush the space, but I don't know. We can see the Overlord's already here, so it probably wouldn't have worked. He's just going to zap away at it, and is actually sending a Zealot over here to the natural of the Zerg, and unfortunately for him, he's not going to be able to get in, but he is going to see that Technics actually made 8 Zerglings already, so it's actually a pretty big Zergling commitment from Technics for only the 1 Zealot. I don't know if that was in response to the 1 Zealot, or if he just made them because the Overlord looks like, I don't know, maybe the Overlord saw, but no, I don't, like the Overlord looked like it was a little bit too far to the left to see a Zealot moving out, so I'm a little bit curious about that choice to make 8 Zerglings. Maybe he's going to try and poke in a little bit. We actually did see it when he played against Wands. He did make a bunch of Speedlings early on and tried to poke the front, but Wands saw it with the Corsair, so he was able to defend. In the meantime, this Zealot is actually somehow still alive. I assumed it would die, unless this is a second Zealot, and I'm just completely missing things, but I thought his Zealot would die. Anyway, oh, is he going to get the probe, the drone? Oh, no, he doesn't quite focus it down, but there's a second Zealot! He can get both these drones, actually. They're 1 shot away. Well, the drones need to run. And instead he's going to go after the Zerglings. And is he going to win? He might win. Oh, he does win. Where'd the drones go? The drones are just hiding. Oh, man, the drones are just hiding there at the top right. But, oh, Dwell might get some. By the way, he's got another one at the natural here. He's got another one at the natural. Oh, he doesn't realize. He does not realize that he could have killed the damaged drones there. But he has another one at the natural. Looks like he's killed 1 drone already. He's killed a 2nd drone now. He might get a 3rd. He does get a 3rd drone. Is he going to get a 4th drone? He's going for number 4. He's not going to get it, but 3 drones is more than enough. And he still has 1 Zealot alive here at the top right. So this Zealot harass is seriously doing a number on Technics. Meanwhile, look at this. Just non-stop Zealots. Non-stop Zealots. And it's like a couple more gateways on the way, the Templar Archives. So you can see, despite doing all of that fancy Zealot harass, Dwell is not really slipping on his macro. Ooh, not quite getting another drone there. But here we go. Back in the natural. No defense. Sup, drones? Oh, yeah. It's like a drone buffet. Free pickings. Whee! Oh, what? He missed. Oh, get 1. All right, he's going to get another. Boom! 3. Oh! Oh! Not quite, but he's now going to get an Overlord as well. The Scourge I don't think will be in time to save that 1 Overlord. Oh, he gets a 3rd one as well. 2 Zealots now with 3 drone kills each. That is a little bit ridiculous for this early in the game. This is some serious harassment from DeWalt. This is actually game-changing harassment. Oh man, that is not something I would have expected from Technics. I mean, just compare that to his phenomenal Hydra micro last game against Wands. I mean, what happened? He like forgot how to micro between games. Anyway, Dwell once again not bothering to do the turning thing. He's just going to run straight away. So he's going to take 1 hit. But it looks like he'll be fine. Meanwhile, a couple more Scourge. Oh, they might get one though. Ooh, that was an interesting little sandwich attempt there. It's like pseudo sandwich. But he's going to lose those 2 Scourge. Not really seeing too much here. It's actually Dragoon range. That's actually really early for Dragoon range. If I was Technics, I would assume that was +1 air weapons. So that's a bit of a fake out. Oh man, meanwhile, 3 Corsairs now moving out here. Gonna get another Overlord kill here. Technics only made a single set of Scourge, or rather 2 sets of Scourge, but 2 of them died, and 1 of them hit 1 of the random Corsairs. So, oh my god, Technics is losing a lot of Overlords here, and if he loses all of them, the 3 DTs could just run straight into the base, but these 2 Corsairs, the 2 Scourge will take out a couple of the initial Corsairs. Does he have any more Scourge incoming? He's got Hydras incoming, but again, these 2 Overlords are critical. I don't think he'll be able to get them, though. Yeah, he does have a Hydras here, so this 3 DT attack is gonna get stopped. Oh man, why is he sending them in, though? He needs to not do that. What is DeWalt doing? Why is he sacrificing 3 DTs? What the hell was that? What? Man, what? I thought for a second they just weren't on a hold position or something, but he like moved them back and then attacked again? Man, that was bad. That was not good. Like, those 3 DTs are freaking expensive, man. So all that fancy harassment and Overlord kills, a lot of that is negated by that loss. Not all of it, but man, DTs are expensive. I mean, they're 125 minerals, and are they 100 gas? I think they're 100 gas. I'm not actually sure. I think they're 125, 100. So 3 of them is pretty damn expensive. I feel a little bit silly now, not knowing how much a DT costs. You can tell I don't actually make DTs very much in my games, despite all the trash talk. I'm actually pretty bad with DTs. Okay, with Dwell not poking out with the Zealots, and 9 gateways? Is that what I'm seeing? 9 gateways? Because against what's his face, he only had 8. Is he just doing a Dragoon all-in? He's going for a Goon all-in. That's my boy. My boy Dwell going for a Goon all-in. Unfortunately, Technics already has a lot of Hydras and they have upgrades, so that's bad. I think that this feels a little bit late. Can you do a Dragoon all-in this late? I don't know. He's doing a good job distracting with the speedlots. And he will have +2, so it'll be a +2 delayed 9-gate Dragoon all-in. I really hope he doesn't like wall himself in here though. But I don't know. I mean, with Mass Hydra Ling, look at how much stuff Technics has already. I really can't see this working. I just don't think it's gonna work. Anyway, wow, Skyline just went completely nuts in the chat there. What the hell is that, Skyline? Anyway, so the goons are now moving out. I mean, as soon as Technic sees all these goons, he's gonna know exactly what's going on, and he's gonna be able to kill all these goons right now. There's nothing Dewalt can do here. He can't win this engagement. So I think Dewalt probably is just gonna lose right here, which is quite unfortunate considering he was so far ahead in the early game. But I have never heard of such a late Dragoon all-in timing, and this is essentially why. Because basically all Dragoon all-ins are timed so that the Zerg doesn't have any units. You're supposed to hit when he like just starts making Hydras and he doesn't have upgrades yet or anything like that, and so you just face like, you know, half a control group of non-upgraded Hydras and then you can win. If you do it this late, any number of Zerg units is better than Dragoons. Dragoons are just atrocious in straight-up engagements by themselves. So, yeah, this is a little bit sad to me. I mean, I don't know why he didn't just do the Zealot all-in. That thing was cool. He could have done the build he did against Eon Zerg. Anyway, oh man, he's gotta save this Forge. I think +2 will finish. Whoa, no, he cancelled it! Wait, what? That was +2, right? Or was that just +1? No, that was definitely +2. That was definitely +2. He must have cancelled it, but it was like literally the second. I'm really confused now because it looks like he cancelled, but I have no idea why he would do that. Because it was just like actually finishing when he cancelled it. Anyway, he's pretty dead. He is pretty dead. So GG from Dewalt, and Technics takes game number 1. This is a best of 3, so Dewalt is not dead yet, despite a bit of a disappointing finish there for what started off as an amazing game. I mean, he had 2 Zealots with 3 drone kills each. That should be game-changing right there, but unfortunately was not able to follow through.